Good evening. Today, let's talk about gratitude journaling, but more specifically about the things that are actually negative in your life. So, if you don't know what gratitude journaling is, it's really simple. You just write down the things you're grateful for. And the thing with gratitude journaling is you can also take it a step further and journal about the negatives in your life. Because most often you can turn those negatives into a positive. And that's really what I did the past 5 days. I'm going to journal for the coming month in things that were actually not good for me and make a positive out of it, or something that happened and see the positive in that. And that really has helped me, at least right now, because, well, you can at some point you're gratitude journaling, but you're just gratitude journaling to write down a couple of things, right? You're just writing down 5 things you're grateful for every single day, but you're not really grateful about them. You just, oh, I see this, I see that. It happens a lot to me. And I always have to snap out of that and know this is not really what I'm actually grateful for. So what I like to do as a side note is you can also write I am really grateful for, or I am especially grateful for. And that emphasizes your gratitude, and also, it helps me at least really think about what I'm grateful for. But let's go back to being grateful for the negatives in your life. So being grateful for the negatives, I'll give you an example. This is gonna sound pretty funny, but last year I started a candy business. I sold candy to my schoolmates across the street, and the principal, he wasn't really happy with that for obvious reasons, at least. And the thing was, right, I didn't really stand up for myself when I had my candy business. Now that I think of it, it probably was semi-legal. It probably was not the best when it comes to taxes and stuff. Although I don't really think the government is going to be busy with small fries like me trying to make a bit of money with selling candy. But I'm getting besides the point. And he called me into his office, and he grilled me. If I don't think that's an English expression, but I hope you know what I mean. He pretty much got pretty angry at me. And said I could not sell candy anymore. And I was like, well, in my mind I was like, well, why? Please explain this to me, because from what I know, I've fixed all the legal issues, right? But it didn't go through. I really didn't say anything. And that's the thing, it really bothered me that, I always kept thinking damn, why did I not say anything back? Why wasn't I more assertive? And the result of that was I actually did more research to being more assertive. And I think I am actually a better person. I think the trade was actually worth it, of me, let's say, not selling my candy as much or anymore in front of my school, compared to, learning how to be more assertive, because this is a life skill, right? The amount of money I would have earned from just selling candy across the street, that would not be that much. But, the knowledge I gained by being assertive, or learning to be assertive in the right moments, that really, helped me way more than I thought. And you may be thinking right now, oh, Leander, I have crippling childhood trauma, and I am, very depressed and stuff. I honestly believe you can still gratitude journal about really bad things that happen in your life and still get great conclusions out of them, or at least positive conclusions. Although, I'm not a I'm not a psychotherapist, but I do think it depends on your situation as well. But I do think by just journaling about it, or just seeing the positives in that can be really helpful. But again, I'm not a psychotherapist, so I really can't help you when it comes to the greater stuff. If you have anything, I'm just a 14-year-old from Belgium, so I can't really say that much. But that's just basically what I want to say today. Again, thank you so much for watching. Any feedback would be greatly appreciated. Post it in the comments down below. And I never say this, but I would really appreciate if you would consider subscribing. It helps me out a ton. And I think it would also help you out a ton, because watching these short form videos, I think you can always find some value. But it really depends. I'm still a 14-year-old from Belgium. So anyways, see you later and have an amazing day, night, or whatever. I don't know what time zone you're in. Bye bye.